Collective, y'all get in here. I am Butterfly Goddess, your spiritual guidance messenger, with a very deep, 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 deep message for you today. Before we get started, I'm going to let y'all know your ancestors, your spirit guides, and your loved ones are in the room. The Most High guide me with this message because it's got me very, very emotionally. I felt this in my spirit. Like, I felt this in my soul. All right, collective, this is for many people. I hardly ever say take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because if this video finds you, it resonated with you. So here we go. And this is a lot. I don't even know if I'm supposed to start with the notes, but I'm going to say this. You were sent here. Let me repeat this. You decided to come here. You decided to come to this earth. You wanted to save the world. You wanted to wake people up. You chose to come here to wake people up. Rephrase. Yes, you chose to come here to wake people up. You wanted to come here to wake people up. So you definitely are out of worldly. You are not from here. You are a whole different, you're just a different being altogether. But let me get into this because, baby, this is about to make sense to someone. Like I said, I feel like wherever you were, there was an SOS signal sent out, a cry for help. This world, this lower playing field, this lower vibrational place needed your assistance. And it's more than one of us here. It's more than just me. It's more than just you. It's a collective. They're bringing me to remind you about what actually came about before you decided to be birthed here on Earth. So let's get into it. You were teleported to this world. You wanted to come here. You decided to come here to save souls, to awaken spirits, to save lives of many. You've been the connection this entire time between the worlds since birth. You have the highest connection to the highest gods. And there's more than one. But we can get into that later because I don't want to go back and forth with people here on this platform. Your frequency was at its highest before you were birthed here. That's why you're just now waking up to your powers and to your experience. They said it would take time. Some others came, it took some, for most, it took a very long time. But where you're from, time doesn't exist. So, in my opinion, depending on who you are and when you woke up, when you started to remember, is basically your biological, that's right on time. You woke up 33, 30. See, these numbers, I'm looking, oh my gosh, okay, we're finna get into this. There's a lot of numbers correlated with this. You're going to see 333, 33, 33, or just the number 33, the numbers 311, 411, 444, 31. Did I say 313? There's a lot of connections coming in, synchronicities. You're about to get a lot of clarity. You're about to have the strongest visions. And you're about to do some shadow work with some people. You're about to expose, or you have exposed. I don't know. Let me focus, baby. They want me to be all over the place so no one pays attention to what it is that I'm trying to tell you. So you've been helping people face their fears by looking at the shadow side and embracing those thoughts as a catalyst between dark and light energy. So you know how to balance people out because of where you come from. You came with the energy to assist people in balancing out their yin and yang so that they could look at their 444, as I was saying that. Thank you for the protection, guardian angels. You're a catalyst. You are a catalyst between dark and light energy. You are the one who's able to mirror back to people their actions and their activities, and reflect back their thoughts to see if they will evaluate them and analyze them and change their behaviors. Wow. You are the free world informant. Wow, that's deep. You are the free will informant. I'm going to get into that. It's going to make sense. It's going to all come together. The way I see it within these cards, you're telling people you have the ability to choose what world you're going to want to live in the end, and what frequency you want to vibe at. Because in order for you to level up, you have to balance yin and yang. You play too much on one side or the other. To be honest with you, if you playing mostly in light, you at the highest frequency there is. You see what I'm saying? Okay, there you go. And if you playing more on the dark side, then yeah, you making choices. You're choosing. So, anywho, and if you're well balanced, because I think that a lot of you guys, I think warriors is what I'm hearing. We had a lot of warrior energy out here earlier, which in this card, which I'm going to say the Knight of Wands. So we have a lot of warriors, and they have to be balanced in both light and dark, because going to war to defend and protect, your earth angels, your chosen ones, your light beings, all these different, characteristics in people. I'm going to call everybody light beings. You know what I'm saying? Because you were light, a ball of energy. If you know, you know. You were just a ball of energy before you got here. That's why you are star seeds. Because you were this. You were just this. You're in this thing you're in, this vessel you're in. You had to embody it. You had to, and I won't even lie, because they have this thing where, they didn't just clone Tyrone. The same way we had to allow ourselves into these vessels is the same way we're going to exit these vessels. We had to, our light had to accept the vessel, and our vessels had to accept us. And if anything didn't accept us, then we went back to being that light, that ball of light, and traveling through time and space and matter and elements as we always have. That's why different particles of you is spread across the universe, because you're everywhere. Okay. You had to become a part of their community and learn social skills. This person, and when you get here, you know nothing. You're childlike. But let me walk you through this, because a lot of people take their earth parents and accept them as their parents, and you go through all these hardships. Oh, I got bit by a black bug. Good Lord. Anyway, you go through all these hardships, but you already come from a whole family. You know what I'm saying? You have the original mother, original father of which you were birthed to. Just because you are sent to different planets to fix them or try to fix them before your world decide that this world no longer needs to exist, you all are sent here to try to save it. There you go. You had to break down their education system, experience their pain, and learn their ways, good and bad. Okay? Okay. I feel like higher frequency. You could see things, hear things that was beautiful. You seen the beauty in the universe. You seen the beauty in the world, and that's why we're here. I think we're trying to, not trying. We are here because we're about to reverse some things here. This low vibrational place has to be renewed, reopened through, and I'm not just going to say love, because although the heart is there, everyone has a heart, but not everybody's heart isn't on the same rhythmic frequency. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you were sent here, they told you, they're going to try to separate you from your heart space. They're going to try to, this is a low vibrational planet, so you're going to have to, you literally depend on your mind and your social skills, and you're going to have to disconnect from your heart sometimes, because there are going to be a lot of heartless issues or heartless things done to you. When you get there, you're going to have to, repackage that heart and examine what's to come. You're going to have to examine everything around you. So basically, you've been here analyzing everything from the time you took your first breath till until the end, basically, until you take your last breath in this low vibrational world. You are here to balance this thing out. Yeah, you are definitely a star seed, a star child. You come from a different world. Your world and this world will not, they're colliding only because you're here. So you're like a kaleidoscope, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get to see everything. You're going to get to measure everything. You're going to get to decide, you know what I'm saying? Because you have to step back into your powers. And that was the design all along, is you came here very powerful, but the powers, in a lower vibrational world, you have to remember them. You have to remember who you are. You have to make a decision about who you are. And some of us just have not reached that frequency, because all of the turbulence and trials and tribulations in the experiences here has kept a lot of people at a very low frequency. Whew, okay, so like I said, you teleported here. You came through the teleport. Um, Dragonflies are going to be very significant for some of you, and I'm going to get that out the way. Some of you guys are definitely sun children, and you definitely exist, and you do a lot of things in the daytime. You rise with the sun, type of people, type of beings, I mean. But one of the best things about you are that you align with nature's grand design. You have a way, your frequency, if your frequency is vibing exactly at a nice level right now, then you know that nature is attracted to you. You attract nature. They're designed to flock to you. They're designed to check on you. They're designed, they're checking on you. So you have that connection, both in all places that you've been. Anywhere that you go, you're going to have a lot of monarch butterflies flying around you. You're going to see a lot of squirrels. You're going to, just animals in general, as long as they exist in the areas that you exist in, they will be to see you, because they're there for your protection. You got a lot of things always specifically happening around you. I always say when I see the tower that you're the type of person who could catch lightning, and that's because electricity is attracted to you also because of your powers. Something within your actual system is able to ignite lightning and frequencies and bring a lot of things to surround you. So you are definitely very powerful. You're very electric, and you vibe with both earth and water. So you have a design. Your design, your makeup, all of that cannot be broken, cannot be penetrated, is what I'm hearing. You hold the energies of both worlds. So once you've awakened, you exactly know who you are, because you start having the vision, and you can see right there that she's having the vision, the visions of where she chose this to come to this world to save, low vibrational beings, and to rescue, to awaken, to assist in awakening the beings around that came from the same star ship as her or him, collective, to awaken the feminine and masculine energy, to awaken the earth, and to resuscitate the earth, because you guys are all here for that specific reason. And yeah, we do have the night beings. We have the night beings. We have the people the night walkers. The night walkers, they get a lot done, because our sun people, when you rise, you're up and you're usually down by night, but they're the ones who are sending you the dreams, sending you your dreams, sending you your memories, giving you your assignments, giving you your downloads, making sure that you understand what it is that you need to do on a daily basis. They give you the courage to continue on, to follow through on your assignment and what your purpose is. And I also bringing about the protections, because a lot of your protective angels, you know, they have to be around in the nighttime so that, you know, they're not seen, but they're felt and they're heavily heard, you know, as you resting. And when you're in your resting state, when you're in your resting state, they're giving you, you know, their downloads, their powers, they're giving you your energy, they're giving you your strength so that you can go out and do it again the next day. And they're making sure that your connection stays, you know, very lit. So you might be seeing swans, you might be seeing white birds, any type. There's a lot of protection around you right now because you have totally syncing and loaded. You synced. You're synced in. You were able to recalibrate and sync with your ancestors, your spirit guides, the Most High. You were able to reconnect. So synchronicities. You're totally sunk in. You know the connection now. You know your purpose. You know the reason why you're here. And you're celebrating right now because you're probably feeling really high at times. And most people, I think, that are walking around high on life, this is why. Because you finally synchronize back with your original community, with your most highest, with the goddess gene, with the God gene inside of you. And now you're seeing things clear and you know what direction you're going in. You know what's happening. You know what's coming, what's to come, and what's been. You have all the information. And some of you guys might be seeing shadow people real soon. And the reason why this is about to occur is because you, collective, was able to, you know, connect with your serpent. You connected with your dark side. You connected with your light side. You were able to balance the two. But now there is something coming in full shift. And I think the call on this is to finally dance with that energy. Because if there ever comes a time where you're in spiritual warfare, you're going to have to utilize your warrior skills. So activate and eliminate what's to be eliminated. Okay? So there's some decisions being made, and I feel like these guardian angels are definitely making sure you meet the parts of yourselves you've been taught to fear. So we were sitting here as light beings and we were taught to fear yang. So, you know, they didn't want us to more so, this is going to sound just exactly what it's supposed to sound like. So they didn't want us to really dabble into like the dark sides of this earth, because that's what makes it low vibrational. But you had to, in order to learn the community. And some of us even got stuck there, and that was why they made us fear, you know, the badness. You know, don't do what they do. No, do as I, yeah, whatever. Do as I say, not as I do, type of thing. They didn't want you to replicate the bad energy. You know, to go out here, whether it's drinking, whether it's to kill, steal, all of those things. You know what the Bible said. You know, you're not supposed to do that. Well, what they're saying is there was never that energy. We had to fear in the beginning because we needed to learn what that energy was. You know, why would they use that type of force? What is that for? So some things really do work out in our essence and in our favor because we're utilizing them to gain the knowledge and to gain, you know, to build those Akashic records, because everything that we record here on this earth will be fully recorded and documented. And this is a breakdown of what not to do anymore, what not to repeat. This is definitely a big decision. You know, we're walking through fire right now, especially with deciding. I think our higher ups, as I would say, are making very big decisions about a race of people, a race of demons. You know, something's getting eliminated. It's eliminated. And I think the preventative thing is to not consume the entire earth, because there are still minerals and things here that we could utilize, is what I'm hearing. Wow, that was deep. But I think what's to come for you, because this really is a message based off of what they want for you. You know, they want you to experience joy here. They want you to experience balance. And I think you have, you know, I'm not saying that you haven't, but you also realize that, you know, you don't feel like home here. There's been some imbalances, you know, due to the frequency. And I think that, you know, that you've had a lot of struggles with different things. So now they're taking action with making sure that you're going to be, they're moving you up, honestly, to an executive level. So this is where the wealth comes in. This is where the wealth comes in, because they're changing your location. They're changing your frequency is high enough now to go in a room and not be consumed by these others that only play with yang. So they're sending you in as a warrior spirit, which is great, because now as this shift happens and this wealth comes in and you're in the room examining, yeah, what did I say? It's gonna be big, lots of wealth. They trust you. They trust that you can embody this. They know that you can. They seen it. Baby, you got the 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. When I tell you they have leveled you up, they have leveled you up. They want you to know that this has been a long time coming for you. Now you are about to walk into rooms and shut down, and whoever you are, I feel like you're their most powerful star seed. Like, you are the star child that was sent for this specific thing, because you learned human nature and you're willing to go up against it. You're willing to change the narrative. You're willing to face the battle. You're willing to take on that challenge. You know what I'm saying? You was meant for this, baby. I think when I see the chess piece, you were designed for this specific mission, baby. They playing checkers, you playing chess, and every move you've made thus far has basically put every one of you guys in a better position, because I feel like what they were telling me is it's not just you. They're bringing there's others, star children, right, that will all come together, and this place that you all are coming to is wealth for all of you. It's going to be the definitive. You about to defend some stuff. You're about to defend the cosmos. You're about to defend, you know, you're designed to protect what's on the other side, you know, that portal, because there is people here or other designed characteristics here that are trying to get in where they don't fit in, where they're not welcome. And we're going to have to keep them here. However, they're taking action and giving you all the skills that you need and all the protection you need and giving you all the downloads that you need, because now they want you to learn this part. It's time to, operate in shadow, I'm hearing. So, new beginnings, fresh starts, a new lifestyle with a purpose, a spiritual awakening. Baby, 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 you are going to be the person in a very major corporate situation. They said, have faith in your skills and talents. They are a tool that can provide you with a bright future, a piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, and a comforting message is on the way. Everything will work out in your favor. When I tell you they're not making me read these whole cards, the number 3333, hope, optimism, liberation, success, prosperity, excitement, and enthusiasm. Baby, this is about to be an adventure. This is about to be an adventure. Like, I feel like this is about to be some high class ass shit. And I feel like they're sending you the best group of people that you can ever meet. And this partnership, this collaboration, these corporations, this industry is going to be your new baby. And you about to balance two worlds. I think you're going to get a lot more communication from your spirit guides, the Most High, your ancestors, and your loved ones on the other side, because these visions, is what I'm hearing, are going to come through so quickly and so fluently and so clearly that you're going to know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And don't worry about it, because you are fully protected. It's the people that you're about to encounter that are going to have to really pay attention, because, and they're not going to be able to focus on you, because all of you are such an inspiration that you're going to mesmerize a lot of people. You could be seeing singing birds, or those little Tweety bird thingies. I'm saying they're telling you that the singing bird, those, are they hummingbirds? I don't know. Y'all correct me. I don't know birds, but they're bringing you in messages. They're bringing you in harmony. They're bringing you into alignment and frequency with these others. And I'm just going to say it, like, they know that you're coming, and there's nothing that they can do. Matter of fact, you've been aligned and assigned. They know that you're coming. There's nothing, they're powerless against you. They are powerless against you. The time is up. I'm hearing from the others, the time is up. The ritual, the whatever they, the spell, that whatever spell was placed over to prevent us from getting to them and taking over the positions that they were in, has been broken. And a new ritual is being assigned to all of us. And like I said, I know it has everything to do with connecting with this. And I'm going to leave it right here, because the next thing that I heard is that we're going to get communication from this. And if anybody knows that, if you know like I know, I told you, you are connected to all of it universally. All right, my water signs, y'all get y'all ass on path, because baby, some of this is designed with y'all. I might not be the best swimmer, but baby, I ain't gonna drown. I'm definitely going under there. Take me through there, take me through there. So, you guys are gonna have to know that you did not choose the path that was the least resistant. You chose the hardest one. And yeah, you might have experienced some of the worst things of the pain that is here on this low frequency. But now they're giving you the keys to the universe, and they're giving you keys to the wealthiest, is what I'm hearing. So get ready, because you're about to, this new experience, I think these new powers were designed for you. And yeah, this look, this new transformation, this new purpose that is assigned to you is definitely giving you more days here. You're like, oh shit, I still gotta be here. Yes, you do. And this abundance is coming in, is going to put you in the most wealthiest state of mind. I see Africa. I see islands surrounded by big bodies of water. But what I really see is big warrior spirits. So it is a group of masculine, feminine energy that is about to align and come together in the most perfect storm. And we're going to bring down some R's. You know what the R's are. They look like those little, yeah. Well, if you know, you know. I don't think I have a picture of what the R's look like, but I think it's time for we paint the White House black. All right. The message is the message. Step into your powers. Don't fear nothing. Fear nothing. I return your energy back to you. I love you guys. Make sure you hype my videos, like, love, and subscribe. I love y'all. Get ready.
bass line nice and slow. Ooh, yeah. Talk box singing, let the rhythm flow. Palm trees swaying, do you feel that breeze? Rolling down the boulevard, feeling